some respects you can understand exactly how Meghan Markle felt when she joined the British monarchy. I mean, clearly a little bit dense, claimed she didn't know exactly how anything worked, but there she had at her fingertips a man who'd literally lived through it all of his life, but apparently never thought or thought fit to sit down and say, would this be acceptable? Could you do that? What do you think to this, etc. Even, of course, when she claimed she was near suicidal, apparently Harry couldn't do anything. He only found out about her thoughts because he heard her crying, literally one night while in the bedroom. Strange, don't you think? I mean, she's not necessarily shy at coming out as being vocal, but once again, double standards, as some might say. But what's been really revealing to find out as you dig a little bit deeper, and people are now willing to literally openly tell you exactly what went on in the short tenure of Meghan Markle. This is literally going to blow her book away. And so, as ever, let me share it with you. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll have a wave. Yeah, you're all right. Yes, thank you so much. Nice to see you. Now, what's interesting here, as I often say here on the show, it's funny, isn't it? You know, because you do kind of look and think, how thick are you? I mean, really, you have to be incredibly dense not to understand how certain things work. It's like when you go to any country, any background, you kind of think, is this appropriate? Is this headwear appropriate? Do I need to take my shoes off? That sort of thing. Not so with Meghan, you see. Now, what's fascinating here, what I find strange, is cast your mind back when Meghan was out on that tour of Africa, and allegedly she couldn't believe all these people had come out to see her, neither could we, and more importantly, of course, she wondered why on earth were they not being charged for the privilege. I mean, let's not forget this is a cable TV actress, seventh down the line in the cast, and not even included on the publicity pictures originally. So you can understand why Africa must have stayed at a standstill at the sheer appearance of Meghan. But it got worse. Upon their return back to England, both Meghan and Harry thought it would be a very good idea to present, some might suggest, of a loose business plan to none other than our late and wonderful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. I kid you not. And I have to say, this was both of them, as ever, allegedly, not just Meghan. They cooked it up on their return back from Africa. And it really accelerated when they got back from Africa, because if you recall, Harry said that nobody congratulated them on what a success the tour has been. And Meghan was a natural. Yes, smiling, shaking hands and looking disinterested. Very natural, Harry. But what got really strange was they were absolutely perturbed when the Queen's private secretary basically said, no, that wouldn't be acceptable to present to Her Majesty the Queen. Meghan apparently had one of her numerous hissy fits, couldn't understand, because the plan really was to basically turn things like Trooping of the Colour into a paid event. Yes, I know, couldn't make this stuff up, could you? And also those big banquets and things, it could be 2 and 3 tier levels. So you would pay maybe gold, silver, bronze. A little bit like a Madonna concert, you know? Just keep the young people at the front, make sure that people think that Madonna still has a young fan base. You get the picture. Obviously, this particular idea never truly saw the light of day. Of course, our wonderful monarch, Her Majesty the Queen, was aware of it, and it was explained to her exactly the rough outline. But even she, very wisely, very fortuitously said, I think not. And once again, this was a Kickstarter in the world of Meghan and Harry as to suddenly why they felt they were being ignored. Now, what a ridiculous idea, because obviously every other business plan they've done, like Pearl, Netflix, Spotify, has gone so well, right? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.